Hey everybody, welcome to Hockey SKATEDOWN. Before we get into the video, I just want to say thank you to all my subscribers. If you want to join a hockey team, it's free. Click subscribe, hit the notification bell to all. Thank you all so much. Let's get started. I want to do a video on this whole Tony Deangelo situation with the New York Rangers because it's getting really ugly. So I wanted to wait the extra day to see if there was any extra news that came out, any extra rumors that came out with this whole thing. And I want to see what actually happened with waivers. What happened? Did he clear? Did he go to another team? So I want to talk about that all in this video, so stay with me throughout. Tony Deangelo was placed on waivers by the New York Rangers and today cleared waivers, so no one picked him up. This came from an altercation with Alexander Georgiev, in which Deangelo instigated. Georgiev was sitting disappointed during the game, and Deangelo walks by him and makes a sarcastic crack towards him, and Georgiev clocks him. They go at it, and teammates break it up. Word is that Kreider stepped in and punched Deangelo in the face. That's unconfirmed. There's other things that came out with per Larry Brooks that K'Andre Miller was the one who stepped in and broke up the altercation with Georgiev and DeAngelo. As a result of this, later that night, the Rangers call DeAngelo or his agent and say, "This is the last straw. You're going on waivers tomorrow." Rangers GM Jeff Gorton says Tony Deangelo has played his last game for the Rangers. Gorton says Deangelo has been upset since being scratched in the first game. Gorton did tell him, though, if there's one more issue, he'll be removed from the team. So the Rangers are actually actively trying to trade him, but a lot of teams, when they know of this situation with this player, it's going to be hard to try to make a trade where the Rangers are going to make out with this. So it's going to be a situation where the Rangers may have to attach something, maybe a pick, maybe a prospect, maybe retain some salary, to make it more attractive for other teams to try to get him. He's got 2 years left on his contract at $4.8 million. And, a lot of teams may covet a 53-point right-handed shot defenseman. But, it's just those attitude. And I know he's young, too. He's 25 years old. So, some teams may want that. But the whole thing is they might not want to deal with the headache that comes from this player. It's been well known that this kid has attitude and history of being like this towards teammates, players, coaching staff, and stuff like that. So, it's a rough situation for that the Rangers are in. They're going to want to move him ASAP to try to get that negativity away from the organization, away from their players and young kids, their prospects, just to remove that negativity out. So, it's going to be very interesting to see what happens from this. I know that he's most likely either going to get assigned to Hartford, but, I know the Rangers don't want him to be around their young kids and, implementing that whole thing with them, feeding that negativity towards the young prospects. And maybe he goes in the taxi squad. I don't know. But I think the Rangers are going to try to move him as quickly as possible just to try to do something with it. So it's going to be very interesting to see what comes of this. This is all stemming from a lot of different things. The fight that happened, that's the main thing. This was the main thing that kind of was like the last straw, as Jeff Gorton even told him too. I'm sure it was a lot of things that led up to this too. You heard about, even before the season started, the Rangers were upset with him because of some political social media stuff he was doing. When the season started and K'Andre Miller scored his first NHL goal, word is that he kept the puck, and I don't know why you'd want to do that. These NHL players, that's one thing that they want to showcase. That's their first NHL goal. They want that. They want that picture that they have at the end of the game showing that they scored that. They want to put it on a mount or something just to show that, that's an achievement. That's something that he's probably looked forward to since he was a young kid. He trying to make the pro ranks, and, year after year, K'Andre Miller was very close to cracking the lineup. Finally made an immediate impact, showing how good he really is, and scored his first NHL goal. Why would you want to take the puck from him? I just, that's ridiculous. So, it's just a lot of things with this kid and his attitude towards the Rangers organization, the Rangers players. I think it's just come to a halt where the Rangers just got sick of it, and they want to go another way. So it'll be very interesting to hear what happens of this. I know the Rangers were worried about the treatment towards K'Andre Miller as well. The teammates were beginning to become concerned with the way he was treating him, especially. So this kid's part of the future. So I know they covet what K'Andre Miller brings to the organization, and they want to go that route instead of the whole route with DeAngelo. So I think with the rise of K'Andre Miller and his great play, and prospects they have in their pipeline kind of made it easier to alleviate themselves of this situation in a way. So it'll be very interesting to see what comes of this, what happens with DeAngelo. I don't know if a lot of teams are going to want to deal with this sort of player, but you know, come trade deadline, you may want a player like this, you know, to help out your team on the ice, but is the team going to want to deal with this headache and the way this person may interact with the players in your locker room? So it's going to be a big question to see what happens of this. It's going to be interesting to see what the Rangers' return will be, because I don't think they're going to make out in a trade with this. I think it's going to be where they're going to have to attach either a pick or a prospect or retain some of his salary to move him. So I'm sure the asset in itself would be to alleviate themselves of this situation. So comment below what you think about this whole situation. Let me know what you think about it. Thank you all for watching. I really appreciate your time. Smash that like button if you haven't done so. Subscribe to the Hockey Skate Down. Join our hockey team. Thank you all so much. Have a great rest of the day. Have a great night. Take it easy and be safe.